You make $60,000 a year. After taxes, that's about $3,800 hitting your account every month. And somehow, by day 23 of the month, you're checking your bank balance before buying groceries. You're not blowing money on crazy stuff. You're not eating out every night. But the money just disappears. And you're sitting there thinking, where did it all go? Here's the thing. It's not that you don't make enough money. It's that all your money is living in one place, doing one job, when it should be in 4 different places, doing 4 completely different jobs. My name is Jake, and I spend way too much time thinking about why smart people stay broke. If you're someone who makes decent money but still feels like you're living paycheck to paycheck, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look, I'm going to show you a bank account system that most people making $60,000 a year have never even considered. And once you see how this works, you're going to realize why you've been struggling with money, even though you make more than 60% of Americans. Here's what most people don't realize. When all your money lives in one checking account, you're asking that money to be 47 different things at the same time. It's supposed to be your rent money, your grocery money, your car insurance money, your I might want to buy a couch someday money, and your oh crap, the check engine light came on money, all in one place. And your brain. Your brain sees that $3,200 balance and thinks, I'm rich. So you spend $80 on dinner because look, you've got $3,200, but you forgot that $1,200 of that is rent, $300 is car insurance due next week, and $200 needs to go to that credit card payment. This is where it gets really interesting. According to the Federal Reserve's 2023 report on the economic well-being of U.S. households, 37% of Americans would struggle to cover a $400 emergency expense with cash. Not people making $25,000 a year. We're talking across all income levels. People making $60,000, $80,000, even $100,000 are living this way. Here's what you actually need. 4 bank accounts, not 40, not 1. 4, each with a specific job. And I'm going to show you exactly how much money belongs in each one. This is your boring, predictable adult responsibilities account. This is where your rent or mortgage goes, your utilities, your insurance, your car payment, your phone bill, everything that has a due date and doesn't change much month to month. Here's the math. Add up all your fixed monthly expenses. For most people making $60,000, this is probably around $2,200 to $2,400. Let's say it's $2,300. When your paycheck hits, $2,300 goes straight into this account automatically. And here's the key. This money is already spent. It's gone. You don't touch it. You don't look at it and think, oh, I could grab $50 from there. Now, you might be thinking, Jake, isn't this just a checking account? Yes, but here's the psychology. By separating it, you're protecting this money from your impulses. When you log into your spending account and see $800, you know that's actually your money. You're not doing mental math trying to figure out what's really available. This is your day-to-day spending money, groceries, gas, coffee, going out. Amazon impulse purchases at 2 a.m. This is where it happens. The math on this. After your $2,300 in bills, you've got about $1,500 left from your monthly take-home. Here's what I recommend. Put $1,000 into your living account. Wait, Jake, only $1,000 for the whole month? That's like $33 a day. Yeah. And you know what? That's actually plenty if you're not also trying to pay rent out of this account. This is just food, gas, and fun. And here's what happens. When you know you have exactly $1,000 for the month, you start making different choices. You pack lunch twice a week instead of 0 times a week. Like you realize that $7 latte isn't free just because you have money in your account. Here's the thing. Most people don't realize. Spending less doesn't require superhuman willpower. It requires knowing your actual number. When everything's mixed together, you have no number. When it's separated, you have a very clear number, and humans are actually pretty good at staying within clear boundaries. This is your life happens money. The car breaks down, the laptop dies, You need a root canal? This account is the reason you stop living in constant financial anxiety. Here's where the remaining $500 from your monthly income goes, at least until you hit your target. The target? $5,000 minimum. That's not some random number. According to research from the JP Morgan Chase Institute analyzing banking data, the median household expense volatility is about $1,500 per month, meaning unexpected expenses can swing your monthly costs by $1,500 easily. You want 3 to 4 months of that volatility covered, which gets you to about $5,000. Now look, I know what you're thinking. $500 a month means it'll take me 10 months to save $5,000. That's almost a year, Jake. Yes, it is. And you know what? That's okay, because here's what most people don't realize. The alternative is living your entire life one car breakdown away from credit card debt. Is that really better? And here's the really interesting part. Once you hit $5,000 in this account, you stop adding to it regularly. It just sits there, it's insurance. And that $500 per month, that now goes somewhere even more powerful. This is the account that actually changes your life. This is your investment account, your I'm building wealth account, your I'm not working until I'm 70 account. Once your emergency fund hits $5,000, that $500 per month goes here every single month, automatically. Let me show you the math on this, because this is where it gets absolutely wild. $500 per month invested in a low-cost index fund, averaging 8% annual returns, which is below the S&P 500's historical average of about 10%, becomes $6,100 in 1 year, $73,000 in 10 years, $176,000 in 20 years, $349,000 in 30 years. You're 25 right now, making $60,000. By the time you're 55, just from this account, you have $350,000. And that's assuming you never get a raise, never increase your contributions, never make another dollar. Here's what most people don't realize. Millionaires aren't people who made $1 million in a year. They're people who saved $500 a month for 30 years. That's it. That's the whole secret. Now look, this only works if you automate it. You cannot rely on yourself to manually move money around every month. You will forget. You will borrow from one account. You will tell yourself you'll fix it next month. Here's what you do. Day 1, payday. $2,300 to bills account, automatic transfer. $1,000 to living account, automatic transfer. $500 to emergency fund / future you account, automatic transfer. You set this up one time, it takes 20 minutes, and then you never think about it again. What's left over after these transfers? Nothing, or maybe $50 to $100 if you got a bonus or worked overtime. That's your do whatever money. Buy something stupid, you've earned it, but the important stuff is already handled. Here's the thing, your brain is really bad at seeing money in one big pile and mentally allocating it correctly. There's actually research on this from behavioral economists. It's called mental accounting. When money is physically separated into different accounts, you treat it differently than when you just try to remember what each dollar is for. A study published in the Journal of Consumer Research found that people with designated accounts for different purposes saved 2.3 times more than people who tried to mentally allocate money in a single account. Not 23% more, 2.3 times more. Why? Because when you see $4,000 in one account, you feel rich. When you see $1,000 in your spending account, you feel the need to be careful. Same total money, completely different behavior. Now you might be thinking, Jake, this sounds like a lot of accounts to manage. You know what's harder to manage? Not knowing if you can afford groceries on the 25th of the month, even though you make $60,000 a year. Or you might be thinking, what if I need money from my emergency fund for something that's not really an emergency? Here's the rule. If it doesn't cost more than $1,000, it's not an emergency. It should come from your living account. If it costs more than $1,000 and you didn't plan for it, that's an emergency. Use the fund, then rebuild it. Or maybe you're thinking, I can't save $500 a month, I've got debt. Look, if you have high interest credit card debt, you're right, that $500 should go to debt first. But the system still works. You still need the bills account and living account separated. Once the debt is gone, you start building the emergency fund, then the future you account. The framework stays the same. Here's what most people don't realize about this system. It's not really about the accounts. It's about finally feeling in control of your money. You know that feeling when you're at the grocery store and you're putting items in your cart, but you're not really sure if you can afford everything, and you get to the register with this low-level anxiety? This system eliminates that. You know exactly what's in your living account. You know what you can spend. You know that feeling of dread when an unexpected expense pops up, when the car needs $800 in repairs and you're immediately thinking about which bill you can pay late. This system eliminates that too. You've got $5,000 sitting there for exactly this situation, and you know that hopeless feeling that you're going to be working forever because you can't figure out how to save for retirement. The system eliminates that. You're putting away $6,000 a year without even thinking about it. Look, I'm not saying this system is going to make you a millionaire overnight. I'm saying this system is how regular people making regular money actually build wealth. Not by winning the lottery, not by starting a crypto empire, by being systematic and consistent with money they already have. You make $60,000 a year. That's a lot of money if you use it right. That's not enough money if you let it all swirl around in one account with no plan. Set up these 4 accounts this week, today if you can. You're literally 30 minutes away from having a system that will change your financial life. If this was helpful, make sure to subscribe because I make videos about this stuff every week. And if you want to go deeper on any of these topics, I've got videos on emergency funds, investing basics, and how to actually stick to a budget without hating your life. I'll link those below. Stop living paycheck to paycheck on a $60,000 salary. You're better than that. Your money's better than that. And your future self will thank you. I'll see you in the next one.